Children, in this video I will explain another lesson from English Literature book, chapter 22. The name of the lesson is The Sword of the Lake. If you like to hear a story about knights, queens, and mysterious wizards, the story of King Arthur has all of that. The story is a legendary myth of King Arthur of England. In this lesson, you will learn about Arthur, who was a wise and kind king, Merlin, who was a wizard. You will also learn about a mysterious lady called the Lady of the Lake, Excalibur, a magical sword, and Sir Bedivere, who was one of the knights of King Arthur. The story says, when Arthur became the king, he had no sword of his own, which was necessary for a king to have. Merlin, the wizard, said that there was a sword in a magical lake nearby, but Arthur had to get it from that lake. So they both went to the lake. Arthur saw an arm dressed in rich silk rising out in the middle of the lake, and the arm was holding a beautiful shining sword. The name of the sword was Excalibur. At that time, a lovely and beautiful young woman appeared. She was the Lady of the Lake. The lady came near Arthur. Arthur greeted her politely. Then Arthur asked the lady if he could have the sword. She granted him permission and asked him to get into a barge and go near the sword and take that with the scabbard. Barge means a long boat. Scabbard means cover for the blade of the sword. Arthur rode to the middle of the lake and took the sword off the hand. As he did so, the hand sank into the water. When Arthur came to the shore with Excalibur, the sword, he saw the lady had vanished. Now Arthur was set to become king. He became a successful leader as Excalibur helped him in winning battles. But once when Excalibur was not with Arthur, Arthur was wounded. After a long and glorious reign, when Arthur was dying, he wanted that Excalibur must be returned to the Lady of the Lake. So he called his most trusted knight, Sir Bedivere, and instructed him to cast the powerful sword Excalibur to the Lady of the Lake. At first, Sir Bedivere did not throw the sword because it had magical power. But he was caught by King Arthur when he said that he saw only the winds and waves near the lake, and he did not say anything about the Lady of the Lake. Sir Bedivere lied to the king for the second time, and he had to face the terrible anger of King Arthur. Sir Bedivere complied and threw the sword into the water. As Sir Bedivere threw the sword, the arm came out of the water and grasped Excalibur and vanished. When Arthur got to know this, he asked Sir Bedivere to take him to the waterside. They saw a big boat waiting there. There were 3 ladies dressed in black. King Arthur was settled comfortably in the barge, and it sailed over the lake. Since that day, King Arthur was not seen again, but his great and noble deeds live forever.